Even when it seems like the divisions between us are too great, that American sense of optimism that is in each and every one of us ought to take over. And just the act of lighting the diya with so many of our young service members fills me with so much hope and optimism for our nation. You truly are our nation's best, and I'm honored to be with you on this Diwali. You know, in times of war, what is often unheard of and often unsung is the fact that the fiber of American liberty is woven into the diverse communities represented in our armed forces. You see, America's next generation, next greatest generation, fills me with pride, hope, and a sense of optimism. For it is in their capacity to bridge cultural gaps that will eventually empower our nation to pass through our challenges, accelerate progress, and build more resilient communities across America. Even as we mourn the tragic loss of so many, we must be strong and remind ourselves that there can be no greater dagger into the heart of extremist ideology than to have the extremists see all the world's cultures visibly marching in one formation. Black, white, brown, turbans, LGBT, men, women, yarmulkes, tribal tattoos, and the like, all standing in the ranks together, united against intolerance and hate. The very thought arms us with a sense of unity and purpose in the face of so much bigotry. Kinetic operations can and will continue in the fight against extremist ideology. However, the men and women in this room offer something far more powerful. Together, you offer the visual power of our collective cultures in the ranks, bringing their authentic selves to the table and united against hate. The resulting optic presents a veritable pinprick through the heart of bigotry and hate, and is a precision weapon that is hard to circumvent. American exemplarism, the notion that our actions must reflect the ideals we wish others to emulate, must become the standard in our strategy against violent extremism. And you are the generation that will deliver. It was Gandhi who reminded us that we can have all the guided missiles and precision weapons in the world, but we can ill afford to have misguided leadership. We must start with ourselves and become exemplars in the principles of tolerance and inclusion. Most importantly, we must back it up with action. Ultimately, the turbans, tunics, tribal tattoos that we once called a threat to good order and discipline will once again arm our democracy with the power of our tolerance and our sense of unity. And I take my words from Tolkien when I say that the turbans, tunics, and tattoos are not the foe. They are the faux hammer and our sword in the pursuit of justice and freedom. And having lit the diya together, we will lift our nation from darkness to light with our unity, conviction, and love. So I'll leave you today with one final thought. Our founders once believed that these ideas were formidable enough to topple the forces of tyranny and serve as the guiding diya for our nation to freedom. we should too. On behalf of our president, thank you for all you do. Happy Veterans Day, happy Diwali, and may God continue to bless the men and women who serve our great nation. Thank you.